day in November of 2022. I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook. From last Thursday's Kaieteur News, civil society group urges stricter enforcement of laws to punish errant public officials. AG report exposes weak systems in government. The AG in this instance would be the Auditor General, the Auditor General. I agree with what this civil society group is saying. OWOC, it's his name. Our wealth, our country. It's on the right track. It's not the only group that's been calling for something substantial to be done, but it's the newest one to say so. Every year, and I'm sure that I've covered this several times on this program, every year we have this ritual. It's like almost religious, become a culture to us. The Auditor General does his work. He investigates, he probes his people, his field workers. They go to ministries, they go to regional areas, they go to state agencies, they go all over. By mandate, they can do that, by law. And they dig up things that embarrass us about people who steal, people who cheat, people who trick us. Us. It's your dollar. It's not the government dollars. The government doesn't have any money. The PPP doesn't have any money, or the PNC. I mean, they have their own money. This is your money, sisters and brothers. This is my money, taxpayers' dollars. So we have public servants and political elected officials, most likely, who are part of this game, where reports are being put out by the Auditor General, and it's, look, 100 million missing here, and this bridge falling apart, and these drug supplies not there, and on we go. And every time this occurs, we're talking, in each instance, about a couple of $100 million, 4, 5, 6, 7, you name it. We're talking about this on the PNC government. We're talking about this under the PPP government. And the latest Auditor General report is about 2021, which is the first full year of the PPP government back in office. And we're back to the same story, where the Auditor General reports, the Public Accounts Committee in Parliament takes a look, everybody puts on their glasses, put on a serious face, and say, hey, things are wrong here. We've got to do something, and somebody should be punished. And you know what? After the speeches have been made, and the newspapers report it, and the televisions carry it, nothing happens. Nobody ends up in chains. I would like to see some public servants with chains around their ankles. You know those chains they have in the motion pictures with those big cannonballs? I'd like to see a lot of them coming out of police vehicles and hobbling with those chains around their ankles. You'll see how quickly we do away with corruption in this country. See how quickly we do away with that. I'd like to see a couple of politicians from the old PNC government, from this PPP government, and we have plenty of them, in those same ball and chains with handcuffs, in striped pajamas, the old prison gear. I think they have them now in orange or something, whatever it is. Put these guys out and let them walk in public. Embarrass them, humiliate them. Let them think twice before they touch a dollar of what belongs to you and I. This stealing has got to stop, because we're talking about weak systems. We're talking about procedural deficiencies. We're talking about policy violations and breaking of the law year after year. And I'm sick about this. I think some people need to be sent to jail for life. Yes, do like what they do in those Middle Eastern countries. You steal, you chop off your hands. That's taking things a little too far, but I think you get the message. I don't think we're going to ever have that here. We're going to have more talking from all the reporting, and we're not going to be going anywhere. I wish it were different. I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM. You were just listening to the National Outlook.